It doesn't matter if you're 18 or even 50. Not knowing what you want to do with your life is completely normal. And you're not late, you're not behind, and you're certainly not broken. You're just human, and you're still learning who you are. Because here's the thing, finding your purpose isn't about waiting for some magical realization moment, okay? It's about building your purpose by trying new things, following your curiosity, and taking small but deliberate steps towards what excites you. And let's be honest, at 18, it's nearly impossible to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. You've barely experienced the world yet. You're just finished school, and for the last 13 years, your days have been planned out for you, from classes, assignments, exams, and even the whole structure. Then suddenly, you're thrown into the real world and expected to make life-changing decisions, like what degree to study, what career to pursue, or what future to lock yourself into. And here's where so many people go wrong. They rush into university or a long-term career path just because they felt pressure to do so. And at 18, chances are you don't even know what it is that you want yet. And you're told to choose fast and work it out just so you don't fall behind. And then, a few years later, you wake up feeling stuck in a job or a career that doesn't inspire you and wonder where it all went wrong. And if this goes unchecked, then it won't be long before you hit your 30s, your 40s, or even your 50s, and you'll feel the same uncertainty you may have felt all those years ago. So if this sounds like you, then please listen carefully. Don't rush into big commitments just to feel secure, and know that it's okay to pause, it's okay to explore, and it's okay to change your mind later. Because if you're unsure and not happy with where your life is going, then just know this, that it's your life and only you can control the outcome. My name is Richard Gerritsen-Cornell, and this channel is dedicated to helping people create their own destinies. I've been in business for 30 years, helping brands sell more of their products and services. So whether you're a young adult trying to find your path, or an entrepreneur looking to grow your business, I will show you how to cope and succeed in your journey whilst enjoying along the way. So let's get into it. It's okay to not know yet. Not knowing doesn't mean you're lost. It means you're open. And that openness is where discovery happens. Your purpose will never come from sitting and thinking about it. It comes from doing, from exploring, experimenting, and seeing what feels right. So instead of waiting for that perfect plan or listening to other people's plan for you, just take a step back for yourself and try something new. And even if it's small, it's going to count, trust me. Follow what interests you. And here's where it all starts. You need to follow your curiosity and ask yourself, what genuinely interests me? You know, what topics do I read about, talk about, or think about when no one else is telling me what to do? What truly gets me excited? And that right there, that's your starting point. If something excites you, dig deeper. Take a short course, volunteer for something, shadow someone in that same field. And the goal isn't to find your lifelong passion just yet. It's to learn what feels right for you. And over time, patterns will start to appear. You know, things you enjoy, things that energize you, and people who inspire you, those clues are pointing you towards your purpose. Test before you commit. Now, before you commit to something long-term, test the waters first. And I repeat, do not sign up for any uni degree or any long-term course just because you felt pressure to do so, as this will only set you back further. You don't need to lock yourself into a degree or career just because it sounds like impressive or because, you may feel that you will fall behind if you don't do so. What you should be doing right now is to try the work first in the area that feels exciting to you. Talk to people who are already doing it. See if the reality matches the fantasy. And even if you may have a few things that you're passionate about, but you can't decide, which one to pursue a career in, then that's even more reason to pause and explore both options and not lock yourself into something just yet. Because sometimes, we fall in love with the whole idea of a career and not necessarily the work itself. So take a job, do an internship, volunteer, just get some experience before you commit years and thousands of dollars, to something you might not even enjoy. And I've seen this happen too many times to remember. Now, I'll give you an example. I remember one of my employees, this is a few years ago, who studied a communications degree and spent tens of thousands of dollars on it, only to resign one day out of the blue because he wasn't content. So was he stupid, unsuccessful, or lazy? No, quite the opposite. He realized that he didn't want to work at a desk anymore. He wanted to work outside with his hands. So he did something quite courageous. He tried doing work experience on a building site with a friend of his, and then within a few months, he enrolled into TAFE to do a carpentry apprenticeship. And fast forward 7 years, He's not only qualified tradesman right now, he's running his own business and loving what he's doing. And for me, this was such a monumental move. But he didn't wait for it to happen. He took himself out of his comfort zone and he explored. And another example, another employee I have, he's still working for me today. He came from an electrical background where he's working he was an electrician, okay? And he did this for many years, only to realize he wanted to work in the digital marketing space, so he made the move to leave with what a qualified job in a well-paying industry, and today he's in his 30s and he's thriving and enjoying a profession which excites him on a daily basis. Balance passion and survival. Now, let's talk about something practical, and that's money. Very important. And while you're figuring out your purpose, you still need to live. You still need to pay bills, to eat, and keep a roof over your head. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with working just for money whilst you explore what you love or what you feel that you may be passionate about, okay? Now, doing that doesn't make you a failure. It makes you responsible, and that is admirable. Why? Because whether you're working in retail, hospitality, or something completely unrelated to your dream, that job is giving you something very valuable, and that's discipline, social skills, confidence, and most importantly, it's independence. And every job teaches you something that prepares you for the next step, right? And here's the thing, you can build your purpose while you work in a job that's unrelated to what you're passionate about. One supports the other, and earning income gives you freedom to explore that without fear. You're not wasting time here, you're actually buying yourself time. And time is one of the key factors in long-lasting success. Turn passion into purpose. Now, once you start finding things that make you feel alive, ask yourself this question, because this is where you will truly thrive. How can I use this to bring value to others? Okay? And that's how passion turns into purpose. Purpose sits right at that intersection of what you love and what helps other people. And maybe it's art, maybe it's like helping people learn something, maybe it's building something that can solve a problem. And from a personal example, my younger brother, he left a life from working in the retail sector, he did very well at it, only to realize that he wanted to help people more. And after a further 6 years of study, he's completed his psychology degree, and not only is he helping people, this degree has led him to studying a law degree so he can practice family law, as this is where his new passion has evolved into. So my point here is this: it doesn't matter what age you are, what you've already studied and left behind. What matters most is that you listen to your heart and search for what inspires you and what you think will make you happy. And if you do this, then only good things will happen as a result. And he's 49 years of age. And it doesn't matter what it is. If it lights you up and makes a difference, that's exactly where your purpose lives. And yes, you can turn almost any passion into something meaningful and even profitable, but you'll need to start small and build slowly. Monetize with intention. And once you find something that fits, look for ways to make it sustainable. Start small. Maybe you freelance, create content, sell something, or offer a service, and see what people respond to. But remember, monetizing your passion isn't about chasing quick cash here. It's about creating value through something that you enjoy. And it's very important to understand this step, because even though you're ready, it doesn't mean the rest of the world is ready for you, just yet. So you need to go into this without any preconceived expectations that, you'll instantly set the world on fire. You need to be patient, but most importantly, remember why you are doing this and how good this is making you feel, because money follows consistency, not creativity. Let your purpose evolve. And even when you find something that feels right, understand this: your purpose, it's going to evolve. And what you love today might not be what you love in, say, 10 years' time. And that's totally okay. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to change. And if you stay curious, your purpose will grow with you. And that's the beauty of it, as it's not fixed. It will move as you do. But what's important is that you stick to what moves you in the right direction. And as the years go by, you will see that your purpose and love for what you do will open up more opportunities that you may never have even thought of. And that's the beauty of growth. But growth cannot happen unless you start somewhere and explore from the very beginning. And I'm going to use myself as an example here. I've been running successful advertising agencies for 30 years, okay? But a few years ago, I had a pretty serious dirt bike accident, and I realized that I wanted more. And it wasn't a moment where I felt unhappy. It just highlighted to me that life is short and I need to explore again. I started to lose my own purpose because my agency pretty much runs without me. And I felt that I wasn't adding as much value as I once did. And I wanted to help people find their destinies, and this led to me opening another business, which is mentoring and business coaching. And in my 30 years of business, helping businesses make money, I wanted to use my skills to help others do the same for themselves. And this change for me meant I'd be working a lot more, doing more, but now even as I'm delivering this video, this passion has given me a new lease on life. And I'm telling you this because I'm 51 years of age and I want to demonstrate that you're never too old to start something new. Build your purpose, don't wait for it. So don't wait around for something that suddenly gives your life meaning, okay? You need to get out there, get a job if you need to, keep the bills paid, and then in your spare time, start exploring what excites you. Follow your curiosity, try new things, learn new skills, and see where they lead to. Because your purpose, it's not found in a moment of clarity. It's built through trial and error. Take one step, one decision, and one experience at a time. And if you can do this, I promise you that you will find what you're looking for. Now this wraps up my video today, and if this has helped you, hit like and subscribe because I'm going to keep sharing real, practical advice to help you figure out life, business, and everything in between, so you will feel better about where you are now and excited about where your future will take you. And please drop a comment below to tell me where you're at right now and what you're trying to figure out. Let's make this place like, a place where people can be honest about finding direction without the pressure. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.